Centrally, all media rights are handled through my office and the title sponsorship and a few of the smaller sponsorships like the timing and that and so on. However, all ticketing revenues, all hospitality revenues, all national sponsorship revenues are attributable to each of the individual unions. So clearly that's where they get funding from. I think in terms of, you've got to judge it and see, has it been successful? Well, it has. It's never been as successful as it is today. It's never generated as much money as it does today. Will things change? Well, you can never say never, so you always keep an open mind and a flexible attitude to where you're going. But it's working, and we've got to make sure that we maximise everything we can. So for instance, this year is the first time we've an official YouTube channel, which over the first 2 weekends we've 750,000 people have downloaded clips from. So those are the kinds of things that say to me that we're in fairly robust health. We always look at different ways to allow people access to the championship. Clearly digital and social platforms now are a very important part of the process as well. So yeah, things change. They change quite a lot actually if you look at it over a 10-year period. It doesn't feel like that on a year-to-year basis, mind you. I think it'll be some time before we're looking at a 7 nations anyway, for sure. I think we've still got plenty of ground to make up in Italy, insofar as, yes, they've come in and they're very solid and they have improved and they are really doing well. However, in terms of the potential in that country, for the numbers of playing and for the revenues and the commercials behind it, it's still substantial, and we have a lot of work still to do there. In terms of extra countries, well, right now it's not looking anything we'll be doing soon. If you were going to relegate somebody, who would you take in? There really isn't another contender at that level to start with. But actually this is a closed championship. This is a championship that's owned and run by the 6 unions concerned. So it's an essential part of maintaining those unions. I mean, they are all Tier 1 unions, and it's important that they have the revenue models that will actually drive their rugby programs and develop the sport within their own countries. The 6 Nations provides that. It provides enough funds. It's almost as big as a World Cup every year in terms of the amount of turnover that's involved. So from that perspective, it is the engine that actually drives many of those countries.